Hello again, I'm Cynthia Roberts, 49 Mead Street, North Smithfield. Pretty much most of the time that I come up here is with a public health perspective, and I'm speaking, as Megan stated, she was speaking for herself, I'm also speaking for myself. With Engage North Smithfield, we agree upon what we say, and so we didn't have a chance to talk about what we're going to say, so we're speaking from our own opinions. So my perspective relates to public health, and I wanted to raise some issues about the work that I'm currently engaged in, including working on the state and community level to promote protective factors for all people, and especially young people. In public health, we're trying to increase protective factors and decrease risk factors. And having open space is currently a very current topic that's being explored for protective factors in public health. And it goes across many different issues, whether it's youth suicide prevention, substance use prevention, intimate partner violence prevention, interpersonal violence. Having open space basically creates opportunities for people to have positive emotional well-being, and having access to the open space within a close proximity to where you live is very important. And I can speak from, again, a very personal level. I used to live on the bike path in Lincoln in a house that my husband and I were caretaking, and we used to go on the bike path right out our back door, and then we lived pretty close to Chase Farm. And having access to beautiful lands like that, that's developed, that has, you know, it's maintained, so you're not getting, you know, trees aren't falling on you, you're not getting ticks and things like that. Having access to maintained open space is really important for people's mental well-being, and not only on an individual level, but on a community level. So a strategy that I'm working on with CDC funding is to work in the city of Newport with their health equity zone to engage residents in green and urban spaces. And that doesn't just involve like going out and buying trees and planting them. It involves, most importantly, engaging the residents to find out what they want. So it's not just people in a decision-making power to say, oh, well, this is what people need. It's finding out from the people who actually live there about what they want and need. So I want to follow up on that encouragement to really try and build in more community discussion opportunities, and not high-stakes ones, because once we get to that point, it's like we're falling apart. Let's have proactive discussions about what we want around open space. And this is intimately related to the development that's going on at a breakneck speed in this community related to solar. So I respectfully heard what Mr. Rapko said, and we agree on many issues, but if I got the essence of what he was saying, I don't agree that we have enough open space in this community, and not enough. I do agree with you about that the open space we have isn't accessible enough. So I believe we need to work on making what we do have accessible and saving more, because once things are gone for solar and deforested, that's basically, it's gone. And then the other pieces in the western part of Rhode Island, DEM right now, I just went to a solar siting workshop last week, which Mr. Kravitz was present at. And there's a part of Rhode Island that DEM is identifying as protected land, and it's contiguous forest. So not only is open space good for our emotional and social well-being, but it's good for the well-being of Rhode Island as a state, because the more fragmented the forests are, the less resilient our state is. The more that our trees are being cut down in large tracts of land, we're losing the ability for climate resiliency with that. And this is all interconnected, and this is why residents want to be part of these conversations, because there's a lot of collective intelligence around the table. And we had 20 people here Thursday, and it was a very positive experience, and the people present were from different points of view. It wasn't all the choir. and it was a really, really good experience. I know Mrs. O'Hara and Mr. Osher were there. So that's pretty much it. I just want to say I'm in high favor of acquiring more open space. I believe we can't have too much open space, and of course we need to balance how much it costs with our approaches to acquiring it. And I feel like that's where you can involve residents, because you might think that you know what's best for everybody, but I personally believe that collectively we all know what's best for ourselves, and we should be given a chance to dialogue on it, not be told what's being decided for us. Thank you very much.
Anyone else? Councils from the council? Thank you for moving us.
Can everyone hear me? Hello? Okay. So first of all, I want to say thank you to everybody that spoke. I know it takes a lot of courage to come up here and speak in front of the council. You know, I think as a council, we always look to do better, and we can always look to further improve and further engage residents. There are a lot of topics at hand, as have been pointed out, that do go into executive session, and a lot of that there is reason behind that. I myself personally make myself available to try to answer any questions the best that I can. I go out of my way to attend multiple boards, other committees, meetings, you know, other activities going around, so I can hear what the residents have to say, because I know a lot of residents can't attend these meetings. I guess, you know, a lot of times, you know, it's tricky because, you know, we have to be careful with some of the information we can relay. But you know, like I said, I think we can do a better job, and you know, I would continue to challenge the council that we do a better job reaching out. In terms of some of the events, I know Engagement of Smithfield had one last Thursday, and I believe Tom brought it up, and it's a valid point. When we do have these large gatherings of other events, we do have to be careful of how many people from a committee come together, because we don't want to violate any other open meeting type laws as well. And some of these conversations can be limited based on that appearance. But you know, if you have any questions or concerns or anything, by all means, don't hesitate to bring them up. But you know, I don't think anyone is denying that open space is important. It's just we all have to do a better job of planning.
Anybody else?